On November 25th, Earth's heartbeat flatlined. This chart went viral instantly. Some said the timeline shifted. Others said the simulation crashed. But to understand why this silence was so terrifying, you first have to understand the sound. This is 27.5 Hz. It's the lowest A on a standard piano. Now, imagine a note more than 2 octaves lower. A note so deep, it slips beneath the range of human hearing entirely.
You can only exist inside it.
That is 7.83 Hz, the fundamental frequency of our planet, the heartbeat of the world. If that chart were real, if that frequency actually stopped, we shouldn't be here. So why are we still alive to talk about it? Let's solve the mystery.
I am Kemal Oksal, professor at Berklee College of Music. For over 20 years, I've worked as a music producer, conductor, and educator, leading orchestras, producing albums, and mentoring young artists. Now, I invite you to discover the stories that shape what we hear. Each week, I open the words behind the music, and whether you are a musician or not, you are invited. So, let's get started.
Imagine Earth as a drum. The ground you stand on is the skin of the drum. About 60 miles up, there is a ceiling, the ionosphere. It's a shell of charged particles. The space between them is a resonance chamber. But a drum needs a drummer, right? So who is playing the beat? Lightning. At any given second, there are 50 to 100 lightning bolts striking the Earth. These strikes create electromagnetic waves that bounce between the ground and the sky. When they align, they create a standing wave, a hum, a frequency of 7.83 Hz. This is the Schumann Resonance. It has been ringing since the Earth had an atmosphere. Now keep that number in your head, 7.83 Hz, because it appears somewhere else. If you hook a human brain up to an EEG while they are in a state of deep relaxation, their brain emits alpha waves. The frequency of alpha waves? Between 8 and 12 Hz, almost identical. We didn't just evolve on the Earth, we evolved in tune with it. So back to the viral chart. If the Schumann resonance actually stopped for 60 minutes, we will be dealing with a lot more than a spiritual awakening. We will be looking at a biological nightmare. Take Orfield Laboratories in Minnesota. For years, they held the Guinness record for the quietest place on Earth. It observes 99.99% of sound. It's so quiet, you can hear your own blood pumping. But it gets worse. In the 1960s, Professor Rutger Weber at the Max Planck Institute in Germany built an underground bunker completely shielded from the Earth's electromagnetic fields. The result? Desynchronization. Without the natural low-frequency signal, the students inside physically drifted. Their sleep cycles decoupled from their body temperature. They felt sick. Weber turned on a machine generating a 10 Hz frequency very close to the Schumann resonance. Result? The subjects' rhythms synchronized. Experiments in shielded bunkers have shown that when you block out this frequency, people don't feel enlightened, they feel sick. Circadian rhythms drift. Melatonin production fails. Birds, who use these fields as a GPS, will fly in circles. If that chart was real, November 25th would have been a mass extinction event. And yet, I made my coffee that morning. You scroll Instagram. The birds kept flying. So what actually happened in Siberia? The viral image came from one source, the Space Observing System in Tomsk, Russia. But Tomsk isn't the only set of ears listening to the planet. I pulled the logs from the Global Coherence Initiative in California. I checked the Cumiana monitoring station in Italy. I even pulled data from Lullaby, South Africa, to see what was happening in the Southern Hemisphere. Here's what their charts look like at the exact moment the internet was panicking. Noise. Beautiful, chaotic noise. The Earth was screaming, just like always. So we aren't looking at a planetary anomaly. We are looking at a bandwidth anomaly. The Tomsk website is old. It's dusty. Suddenly, a few viral TikToks sent millions of people to refresh the page at the exact same second. The sensors didn't stop recording. The server stopped uploading. The silence of Earth was essentially just a 404 error. The planet didn't die. A computer crashed. Case closed, right? We can all go home. No, because the glitch is actually the boring part of this story. I'm much more interested in why we believed it. We live in boxes. We wear rubber sole shoes that block the currents of the ground. We sleep in high rises hundreds of feet away from the soil. We are bad in Wi-Fi and 5G, frequencies that scream over the quiet 7.83 Hz hum of our mother planet. There's a reason the Earth flatline went viral. And I don't think it is because we love geophysics. I think it is because we feel lonely. We feel untethered. When we saw that line, we projected our own fear onto the screen. We are terrified that the connection is already broken, that we have built so many layers of concrete and code between us and the soil, that we have become orphans on our own planet. But here's the good news. The server crashed. The screen went black. The internet panicked. But the Earth didn't care. The lightning kept striking. The resonance kept ringing. Like a mother singing a lullaby to a child who is having a nightmare. Even if the child is too distracted to hear it, the mother is still singing. The signal never stopped, we just forgot how to listen. So do yourself a favor, put down the phone, go outside and feel the beat.